Here we go. There we go. So let's think about courage and a time that we've stepped out of our comfort zone and moved forward with our dreams, our goals, and being true to ourselves. So this week I did start my leadership class in Dinuba, which is a city that's about a half an hour from me. So I made a connection with the people in that class, and anytime that I am in a situation where I'm not familiar with the people, I mean, these are all new people to me to make connections with. It takes courage for me to overcome my fear and to show up in confidence. So I was able to do that, and just had a great day-long workshop with them, and I'm looking forward to spending a year with them and developing their leadership skills. So that was a time I had to pull myself up and have the courage to step out. So how about you? Can you share with us a time that's happened for you?
Well, I'll share. I love the breadcrumbs and God winks, because I was in the shower just thinking like, it's just been a week. And I was telling Becky yesterday that, not yesterday, but the day before, it felt like I was in the eye of a hurricane, like just in the, like, you saw it coming to shore and just like whoosh. Because it's all around, it is really centered all around money and incoming, outgoing, buying stuff, building stuff, like all this stuff. It was just like, I mean, it was like when I go back and I close my eyes, it was like seriously like the eye of the storm. And the funny thing is, another breadcrumb is that when the storm hit Florida, I never watched the news. I never watched TV. Well, not never, very rare. But I was hooked on the Weather Channel or whatever, watching these storm guys and girls out there talking and just being in it. And I mean, I watched it for hours, like, and it was coming close to the place that we vacationed for 25 years. So just kind of like, that too, or, and I just go back, I'm watching this, I'm feeling this week. And it's because it's so out of my comfort zone. It is so out of my comfort zone. Building a house, no desire. Like I never thought, it was like, I'll find something that I like and maybe we can make a few tweaks, but we don't spend that much time in the house, minus the kitchen sometimes. But, and then so like rebuying all your stuff and spending all this money and the inflow, the outflow, it was like just crazy. And it's because money and stuff, I have some issues around it that I thought were healed. Obviously not, there's still some little pieces in there and stuff. So just being in that fear, having, this restoration company control some of our money and, be in charge of stuff. They broke some trust with us in the beginning. So then like, there's this trust issue. And I mean, it's just crazy, but it's been so far out of my comfort zone. And so just coming back, like over these past 24 hours of like being in that bold faith, that was my word this year, be in your bold faith. And just kind of getting back to that and knowing that God is in it. And so coming out of the storm these past 24 hours, I know that was a lot of words, but I was just like totally in the shower, like, oh my God, this has been so far out of my comfort zone and living in the mystery, living in the unknown. And man, woke up today and it's like walking out of your house to check the damage. So good, so much going on. But yeah, it is all good. And it's because, you know what? I didn't try to get rid of it either. I didn't try to jump out of it. I really just stayed in it, stayed with it, and stayed with it. And it feels good.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much. I wrote down another way of talking about courage, bold faith. I love that. So I wrote that down because to me, courage has so many synonyms, and faith was one of them, but I liked adding the bold faith. I mean, that really speaks to me. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Anyone else? We have just about a minute left.
So
that.
I'm just thinking, oh, go ahead, Beck.
No, go ahead. I put mine in the chat. I was just gonna say what I put in the chat, but you go ahead.
So it's so interesting that I think we're on day 8. I'm not sure because I lost track, but right in here it's all about faith. And the level of anything that you receive will always be equivalent to the level of your belief, the level of your faith. Faith is the oxygen that breathes life into your dreams. Yeah, and it's like that is what courage is, right? That it breathes when we have courage. It's like the oxygen, that we need to like move forward. Oh, I love it. Ooh, love it.
So good.
Yeah, I have to write that down too. Faith is oxygen that breathes life into your dreams.
Mhm.
I love that. Well, thank you, ladies. It is now 7 o'clock, so ready to start the next action hour. If you're going to stay with us, we'll start with our celebrations. So, Nancy, what is your celebration for this hour?
I am
Host.
Let's see. How do I do that? Oh, yeah, I go over here. I forgot I had this doctor's appointment, and I'm just barely going to make it. Okay.
You didn't hand me host yet. There you go. Got it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.